It's very upsetting, and it's kind of makes me sick that the taxpayer money is going towards something that's sort of a sham.
Robert Fullerton should be one of the people helped by the Ability One Source America program. Instead, he's out of a job. The company he worked for lost its government contract to a company accused in a lawsuit of not hiring enough severely disabled workers. Under the law, 75% of the company's work must be performed by severely disabled employees. But our sources say as many as half of all federal contracts handed out under the program are failing to meet that standard and violating the law.
The majority of the individuals that were being hired were not severely disabled.
This manager, who wants to be protected, worked for years with Ability One contracts and saw how easy it is to evade the law because companies just have to say they are complying.
And all they do is fill out paperwork. We guarantee it's 75% severely disabled, and send that off to Washington?
Correct.
And after that, nobody checks?
No. There's no turning over of any type of documents that have been collected to prove that the individual has or does not have a severe disability.
How does it happen? Ability One, the presidential-appointed commission in charge of the program, outsources the management of the program to a nonprofit agency called Source America. Source America recommends, and according to our sources, virtually decides who gets the contracts, worth about $2.3 billion a year. Rich Butel, a former congressional investigator who now lobbies for companies in the industry, calls it a recipe for corruption.
You have actual advisors and board members in these organizations who are themselves business owners, and so they can award themselves potentially contracts worth hundreds of millions of dollars.
No one from Source America would go on camera, but in a statement, the group flatly denies the allegations. No one involved in making award recommendations, the statement reads, is employed by an organization seeking those contracts, and denies Source America's board members are even involved in the evaluation of contract bids.
Jake, that evaluation is left up to the Ability One Presidential Commission, whose executive director declined an on-camera interview with CNN and even refused to respond to any specific questions citing these pending lawsuits. We now know that 4 inspectors general's offices are investigating these 2 agencies along with the Justice Department. Jake?